In this video, we'll do the step-by-step for making a raster mosaic. So it'll be 3 steps of creating an empty mosaic, adding rasters, and calculating statistics so that you can actually display and change the contrast stretch of the output raster. So we're starting at the point here where it does assume that you've already created a file geodatabase. So this is simply a right-click on a folder, new file geodatabase, because that's where all of these raster mosaics are going to live. So I already have one. I already have a few mosaics in here too. So we'll create another one. So I'm going to right-click and say new mosaic dataset. And it's going to be in this image geodatabase, and this one is going to be my aspect 30-meter mosaic using some data that will have been produced earlier in the lab. And my coordinate system, all this data for this Alaska lab at least, is UTM zone 5N. So you will need to enter that in when you make a new data set. And everything else you can leave the same. So we're creating this empty container into which we will put rasters. So we're done with that. And now you can see I've got my aspect mosaic, but there's not going to be anything there. So we right click again, and there's a lot of different stuff you can do here. So enhancing, optimizing, removing, etc. But we're going to start by adding rasters. So we're going to add a raster type, just raster data set is fine, but the input data, this is important. It's not a workspace, we're inputting actual raster data sets. So choosing data set is the right thing to do. And then we will add our actual rasters. So these are going to be my AS30 is going to be the 30-meter aspect files that I created earlier, and now I'm going to mosaic them together. So we'll add those guys, and that's it. We'll run that. And then the last thing that I want to do, that it actually came out here. Let me just turn everything off. So if I turn on just that aspect layer, you can see that, it's there, but it's all black. So that's not really that useful to me. So the last thing I need to do is to calculate statistics that allow me to actually display things correctly. So I'll right click on that, and I will go to, where is this one? Enhance, calculate statistics. And I don't think I need to change anything at all here. Nope, we just run that sucker. And there you go. So now I can actually see the values in my aspect raster. And so that's it. So we have this as our mosaic aspect output.